So free agency started today, and there was a whole lot that went down. But what we're going to do is cover the key points of free agency, because I know you don't care about the plastic bags that got 1 year, $2 million contracts. So we're going to start with what pretty easily is the most sought-after free agent of the offseason. So as y'all know, Paul George declined his player option and is officially a free agent. But there's a little more backstory that goes into that. So y'all remember the Warriors were front runners in acquiring Paul George. It was buzzing all over Twitter. And there was mutual interest and agreement across the board. Steph, Dre, the front office, they were willing to give up whatever it took if it meant bringing PG on ship, but the Clippers weren't going. And I mean, I guess I understand they didn't want to help create the great value 2017 Warriors squad that they would end up having to face against this season. But it makes it seem like the trade was all for nothing. Like, you think about how much the Clippers gave up to get Paul George in the first place, and now they're about to potentially let him walk and fall into the lap of the 76ers. Super underwhelming if I'm a Clippers fan. But moving on, we had other things that happened today because Chris Paul got waived right at the start of free agency. So when you're in your head saying I could be a general manager, you probably could, because these GMs are just as greedy and arrogant as the rest of us. They're only human. Because if you look at the Warriors and what they gave up to get Chris Paul, they gave up 3 players, one of which was Jordan Poole, 2 picks and cash, and then they waive him. A pointless trade. They got nothing out of that. I've been saying this for the longest, but the Warriors need Flight Reacts in that front office ASAP. But major plot twist, Chris Paul got to deal with the Spurs same day he got waived. I think it's a 1 year, $11 million deal, but man, if I can watch Trey Jones farm 7 to 8 assists off Victor Wembanyama a game, I can only imagine what Chris Paul's going to do. He's going to lap Jason Kidd on that assist ladder. And this might be a hot take, but I feel like pending any other moves that the San Antonio Spurs make, going into next season, they could potentially be a play-in team. Because even last season, I watched Victor take pots and pans into pretty competitive games with playoff teams. All he really needs is some help.